What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today is the beginning of the Test Your Mettle event. And you know the best way to start one of these events? With the shiny! We got ourselves a shiny Pineco here. These things are about a 1 in 64 odd rate of being shiny, so they're not a full odd shiny. They are perma boosted, so if you see any of these in the wild, click on them. You've got a decent chance of getting yourself a shiny. And also, I believe these are also coming off of the quest to catch 10 Pokemon. You can either get a Pineco from it, or you can get yourself a Drillbur from it as well. Both pretty useful Pokemon, mostly for PvP, but sometimes for raids as well. And there we go, we got it. Is it a good one though? First shiny of the event actually isn't half bad, 2 stars. I expected there to be 0 stars. We also have a timed research challenge to do here, which we have to catch 25 steel types, walk 2 kilometers, make 15 nice throws, make 10 great throws, make 5 curveball throws, and use 10 berries to help catch Pokemon, and then we will get some rewards. So we'll definitely have to finish that up. And also, we're gonna have to catch the brand new Pokemon. We've got it right here, Togedemaru. I believe this is a steel and electric type Pokemon. It's basically another Pikachu clone, I believe, because they got the whole cheeks and everything, though Gen 7 does have basically 2 of them. There's Togedemaru, and then there's also Mimikyu, which is kind of a Pikachu clone, even though it's not electric type. It's a ghost and fairy type Pokemon, which is an interesting combination. But anyways, we actually caught the Togedemaru here, so let's see it in the dex. There we go, boom. It's a cute Pokemon, I like it a lot. Plus it was in the anime quite a bit. And let's see if our first one ever is decent. It's not, 0 stars, but whatever. We've also got ourselves Mega Aggron in raids right now, which is a very tanky Pokemon. In order to defeat him, the best thing to use mostly will be fighting type Pokemon like Shadow Machamp. Also, Terrakion with Double Kick and Sacred Sword is now the #1 fighting type Pokemon, so hopefully you've got a few of those ready to go. But in general, they're not going to be that hard to take down. You could also use fire types like I'm using this Reshiram right here because it is part steel and rock, so it is super effective. But yeah, you only need like 4 people at the most in order to take one of these things down, because even though they're tanky, they have a double weakness and their moves don't really hit you that hard. And just like that, Mega Aggron is down. Hopefully we'll get a shiny one, because that is now a possibility. If you ever see an Aggron in the wild, you have a chance of running into a wild shiny Aggron. But here's the moment of truth. Did we get the shiny from the raid? I haven't seen a raid shiny in a while. Yeah, unfortunately that's not it. What I meant to say is I haven't seen a shiny from a mega raid in a while. Clearly we've seen quite a few of them from legendary raids. Now a huge focus of this video is going to be the new 7-kilometer eggs. Let's take a look at them real quick and see what we can get. We can only get 5 Pokemon. We can get ourselves a Alolan Diglett and a Alolan Sandshrew. We can also get Galarian Meowth and Galarian Stunfisk. And lastly, we can get Riolu, which is obviously the big prize that everybody wants. And luckily, all but one of these Pokemon are perma-boosted shinies, about a 1 in 64 odd rate of being shiny. The only thing that's a full odds is the Diglett, but everything else is 1 in 64, which is pretty fantastic. But something to note here is that not all of these Pokemon will have the same hatching rates. At least at the moment, we don't believe so, because even though they all show up here, they could all have slightly different percentages in order for them to hatch. And I really believe that Riolu is going to be the hardest thing out of all of these things to hatch. But nonetheless, let's hatch as many eggs as we possibly can and see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're very prevalent, or I might be right and they're going to be kind of hard to hatch. We'll see. So I decided to get lunch real quick before we start the journey, and sure enough, on the lure, we got a shiny Bronzor. It's off to the side, but who cares? You've seen many of these on my channel, but it's kind of cool. Again, these are perma-boosted shinies. These are about a 1 in 64 odd chance of being shiny, and now that it's in the middle, let's just try to get it. There we go. Perfect. That looks a lot better, right? So, now, let's catch it real fast, and hopefully we'll get a good one. I mean, these things are good for PvP. The Psychic Cup Bronzong was very useful. A lot of people used it, and just like that, we criticaled it. Awesome. So, we'll see how it turns out. Maybe we got lucky and got something good here, or it's just gonna be another one. Yeah, well, okay, you know what, actually, PvP-ish, you know, 0 attack, not really great defense, but decent HP. I'm actually not angry with that at all, that's pretty good. All right, the food's here, and it looks fantastic. I absolutely love this sushi, but before we eat, let's just take a look at these researches. They're all Togedemaru's, I believe, but I wanna see if I can get a hundo, so 907 isn't it. I think it's 924 is the hundo. Number 2, hopefully you will be better. Let's see what happens. It's an 8, oh my goodness, that's pretty bad. And the last one, please be really good. I want to get a hundo for the hundo dex, or an 893. Okay, gotcha. Not the best. Oh well, let's eat. Well, that sushi was delicious and pretty decently cheap. I always go during happy hour to that sushi place because they give you literally the same portions for just less money. It's fantastic. But anyways, we've completed page 1 of 2 of this catch challenge for the Test Your Mettle stuff. So let's claim the Pokeballs, we'll get the Greats and the Ultras, we'll claim the Pineapps and of course the Mega Energy, and we always leave the encounter for last. Since we got Steelix Energy, I'm gonna go with that this is an Onix, or it could be Steelix, that'd be cool. But let's see what it is. It's an Onix, sadly not a shiny one. These do have perma boosted rates. Good luck, hopefully you got one of them. And mine is a 459, I believe 472 is the hundo. And now it's time for the final rewards. We're gonna get a magnetic lure, which is great. We're gonna get some XP and an encounter with something. I don't know what, but Oh, it's Togedemaru. Awesome. What's the CP? 909. Unfortunately, not the hundo. I did get a 917 a little bit earlier. Sadly, it's in the stack now. Apparently, I didn't fast catch it, which sucks. So we'll see that later, but it's also not the hundo, so it's not a big deal. And now for page 2, we have to catch 25 steel types, make 15 curveball throws, evolve 3 steel type Pokemon, make 5 excellent throws, catch 5 different species of steel type Pokemon, and take snapshots of 5 different wild steel type Pokemon. All right, well, that's a lot to do, but I'm sure we can get it done pretty quickly, so no worries there. I don't think this is gonna count as an evolution, but let's Mega Evolve this shiny Aggron into a Mega Shiny Aggron. Why not, right? I forgot to do it earlier, so might as well do it now. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it, because apparently this shine looks really good. Wow, that actually looks way better than I thought it would. Look at that. Love that. And there it is in the dex. I always love getting shiny dex entries of these, but wow, honestly, I really do like that quite a bit. That's way better than I thought it would be. I thought that the, like, silver stayed silver like a normal Aggron, but I love the, like, I don't know, slightly goldish, like, bronzes tinge. I don't really know what that is, but I like that quite a bit. Fantastic shiny. Well, unfortunately, it started to rain, and we can't let that stop us. We have eggs to hatch. So on that note, I've got 9 of them right here. Let's see what we get with number 1. All right, Galarian Stunfisk. I'm okay with that. I like them. I want to get more of them, and I'd love to get a Shundo of them. But let's see what number 2 gives us. Ooh, Riolu. All right, okay. That's not bad for number 2. Let's see number 3, though. Diglett. See, this is the least exciting one for me personally. But let's see what number 4 is. All right, Alolan Sandshrew, not bad. Number 5, another Galarian Stunfisk. Number 6, another Sandshrew. Lucky number 7. Ooh, the Meowth, awesome. Ocho. It's another Sandshrew, and this should be the last one, is another Diglett. All right, well, so there was only one Riolu and all of that, and quite a few Diglets and Sandshrews like I thought it would be, but the Stunfisk and the Meowth was pretty neat, and of course, getting the one Riolu was cool. Let's hatch some more. 9 more 7Ks, and the rain has caused them to start, so the first one's gonna be a Stunfisk. Let's see what number 2 is. A Sandshrew. Number 3, it's another Stunfisk. Okay, so these are pretty common. Let's see what number 4 gives us. Another Stunfisk. 5, it's a Sandshrew. Number 6, oh, a shiny Sandshrew, okay. I know we just had a calm day, but at least we got a shiny. Lucky number 7 is a Diglett. Number 8 is another Diglett. And the last one is a Meowth. No Riolu at all. That's pretty concerning. And to take a look at the shiny Sandshrew, oh my goodness, okay. A 12, 11, 12, fantastic. Page 2 is done. Let's see what we get. We're gonna get 25 Pokeballs, 20 Great Balls, 3 Golden Raspberries. That's pretty nice. Looks like we got some Stardust, and then we've got 3 encounters in total. Let's just do the top one first. What do we get? We get a Beldum. That's very good, especially with the Mega coming out, that I believe 395 is not the best for a Beldum. Let's just see. 395 is, yeah, pretty bad. How about the second encounter? It's a Alolan Sandshrew. And is this Alolan Sandshrew any good? No, it is not. And the final rewards. Looks like we're getting some decent stuff here. Mega Aggron candy, we're gonna get some Aeron candy, and now it is time to probably get an Aeron encounter, right? Yep, there it is. Not shiny, unfortunately, and a 534. And 534 is going to be, wow, also pretty bad. All those encounters were not great for me. Hopefully you guys have better luck. Well, I did say these were perma-boosted, right? Oh my goodness. 330 CP, we'll see if it's good. I mean, I wouldn't mind PvP IVs, because these things are actually pretty decent when they're fortresses. Obviously, a Shundo would be cool too, but I highly doubt that this will be a Shundo, so let's see what happens. 1 dose, and the last one, click. And the IVs on this one is going to be PvP-ish. I'm down, that's awesome. And here is our final 2 eggs. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any more, but in total, this is 20, so let's see what number 1 gives us. It is a Diglett, phenomenal, and the final egg is another, wow. Oh, so glad that I did that. And here's what we have so far when it comes down to the eggs. We hatched 20 of them, and we got 6 Alolan Sandshrews, including 1 shiny, which is pretty cool. We also got 6 Diglets, 2 Meowths, 1 Riolu, and 5 Stunfisks. So, yeah, as you can see, Riolu apparently is going to be one of the harder ones. I kind of saw that coming, and the Diglett and the Sandshrew are pretty up there. The Meowth is surprisingly not that common, and then the Stunfisks are pretty common. So, all in all, these eggs are okay. I mean, we did get a shiny in 1 in 20 odds. That's like calm day odds, so we definitely got lucky there. But we'll see what the rest of the eggs give us. Maybe we'll get more Riolus, or maybe it'll look more like this. We'll see. Before we wrap up this video, there's something personal I'd like to tell you. Some of you may have noticed that there hasn't been as many video uploads this week as I usually try to put out, because I usually try to do 1 video every other day to possibly a video every day, just depending on how much content there is. But unfortunately, I did have a bit of a family thing come up. You see, my grandfather was diagnosed with cancer about a year ago, and recently he was put in the hospital due to some complications, And then pretty recently, unfortunately, he did pass. And yeah, I wanted to obviously be there with my family, make sure that everybody was okay, you know, making sure that everything's in order, you know, just trying to help out as much as I can. So obviously, family trumps everything for me, and I want to make sure that everybody's good. So hopefully you can understand why there wasn't that many videos. And though this is very sad for us, I will say that since we had enough time to kind of prepare for it, we all got to say goodbye and everything and tell them that we loved them and everything like that. So luckily, we had that opportunity. Not everybody does, you know what I mean? So I'm glad that we all had that opportunity, and it was mostly peaceful, which is really nice. But anyways, that's as much as I really want to share about the situation, because I kind of try to keep personal stuff like this away from the channel, but just to let you all know where I've been for the last couple days, just trying to make sure that everything was in order. I'm sure a lot of you understand. But anyways, on that note, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.